Warning, this podcast is intended for consenting adults. We're talking about all things non-monogamy, which means some of our conversations are going to get down and dirty. Please know we are not professionals, and these are strictly our views and opinions and in no way represent the opinions of our employers. We respect others' opinions as we know everyone in the world of non-monogamy does it differently. Hope you enjoy. Hello, my salacious friends, and welcome to another episode of Pinky and Ava's Pajama Party. I'm your host, Ava Moore, and I'm here with my soul sister, Pinky Greyman.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm great. We're heading towards the end of summer, but I have to say we made the most out of our summer.
It's not done yet.
It's not done yet, and let me just share with all of you what we're doing right now. Pinky and I are together for some girl time, and we're literally, once again, in our pajamas, laying in bed together recording this episode.
Oof.
She's like, come closer, come closer. She's like, I need to see you.
Yeah. That's what I'm all about.
I mean, I have a king-size bed, but I guess she needs me closer, so we're getting closer.
And closer.
Cuddle time, Pinky.
And closer.
And closer. So, both of us have had a pretty great summer.
Yes.
And we wanted to share our adventures with our listeners. We've had a very, I think, different summer.
Yes.
Pinky's gotten to do a lot of traveling.
I love traveling in summer. Summer is my most wanted season to be off my regular routine and be out in the nature and be in the water as much as possible.
I love being in the water myself.
Yeah. In any kind of water.
Yes. I swam in the lake for the first time in my life
Oh my God.
this summer.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Who made you?
My kid, actually, the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like, I've always been a pool girl. I like the beach too, like the ocean. But swimming in a lake, I was always like, I don't know, fish swimming near me, all that kind of stuff. But when I went to the lake with my girl and her friend, it was so hot. I was like, I need to get in the water. And once I got into the water, oh my God, it was so good.
Oh my God. There's nothing like being in the water on a hot day.
Yes.
No matter what kind of water.
Yes.
It's just cools you off and it's like 20 degrees, 30 degrees less of whatever is out there.
Yeah.
And it's so refreshing when you come out. It's like, oh my God, I am one with elements. I love elements.
You do love the elements. I mean, I always said I'm more of a pool and hotel girl than a tent and lake girl. But I've experienced tent and lake this summer, and I have to say it was pretty good.
It had to be a dick.
It was a dick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we took my kid camping,
Yeah.
and she was very happy.
Yeah,
But
that definitely is something that kids love doing it. Kids love being in a camp. There's something about being in nature and going back to the way we were,
yes,
being in a forest, and kids being kids, you know, that is just so value. It was so much value in there.
very peaceful, and I look forward to actually camping kid-free in a couple of weeks.
Woohoo!
So why don't you start off by sharing your first adventure?
Okay, well, we actually went to New Orleans, our annual event that we usually go to with our podcast
Yes.
group, but unfortunately you couldn't attend.
Of course.
Child's duty. Total respectful bow to it. And I had my first experience when I actually followed my wild Pinky side of just do it, motherfucker. If it feels good, it looks good, it was good.
Like, we talked about it on another episode of the Pajama Party, but this was really your first time, I think, letting your guard down and jumping in.
I did let go of my hair before a few times, but it was a while ago and I'd never done it like on the spot. I just told hubby, I'm going to do this. It has not been a while since I've done that. And it felt so empowered and I knew I was in a trusting environment. And the guy was a single guy who actually came on his own to the New Orleans event, and he's been coming there for the last 12 years. He's seasoned, single man in a lifestyle, and he and I just hit it off in the hallway. And we were there for like an hour, and I had to.
You made that connection.
I had to like just go with it, and just felt so good and so organic. And I don't know what's going to come out of it. It's just, like one of those things, you just do it and it feels good. And then if it's going to grow into something more, maybe. But I have no what I'm learning the most out of this summer is less is sometimes more. Less of putting pressure on myself, of thinking what I want from this and trying to mold into something that does not need to be molded in anything. If it meant to be in my life, I always try to repeat that myself every day now. If it meant to happen, it will come to me. And like this pressure that I usually always used to put on myself, no.
Well, I mean, I would see it. I got to go to New Orleans last year. And you felt like there was this expectation of, I don't know who, for you to do I don't know what, because it definitely was not an expectation of me and Anthony.
Yes.
Right? But you put your pressure on yourself that you were supposed to be, I don't know, hanging from the chandeliers or something like that.
Oh my God, totally.
Right. And
yeah.
I don't know why, because it didn't matter really how much we reassured you that we had zero expectations for you to do anything. But you put that pressure on yourself. And I think you're finally, from what I'm seeing, letting that go and going with whatever happened. And you're also not taking it too seriously, because I think in the past you always kind of overanalyzed and overthought it.
Yes.
Like, okay, I had sex with this guy. What next? What next? What next?
Right,
Are we going to build a relationship?
Something has to come from it. Yeah.
Something has to come from it.
Yeah.
Am I going to see him again? How are we going to communicate? Like, you were always like trying to put in a plan of attack afterwards.
I love it.
Right? Like, what happens next? Right? And I think now you're just accepting, okay, maybe I had this one wonderful experience with him, and maybe I'll see him again. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll see him again next year when I'm in New Orleans, whatever. But I think you have way less expectations for the people around you and for yourself.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. And I think it comes from learning a lot more about myself and embracing some new tools that I've learned. From different areas. Like, I've been going to different workshops, and I'm taking a lot of different things that are building my toolbox. So when something comes up, like my anxiety comes up and I wanted to control something, I just let it be and let it flow. And just, if it feels good, I want to do it. And if it doesn't feel good, I will not. And before, I would force myself to do it because I felt like, but maybe, but maybe should not be a part of it. It should be, it feels good and I want to be here and I wanted to share. And whatever comes from it, that's like a flower growing.
So let me ask you, do you feel like the sex is different when you're in those moments where it's somebody you really have it like built upon? Maybe you like talked to him for an hour and then you went and had sex with him, compared to the way you try to build your relationships outside of those spontaneous type of moments?
There's no agenda. And when you remove the agenda, I flow with easier. Because then it's like, it's this notion of control and release of control allows me to orgasm more, be in the moment, and just breathe. Like, anytime I've learned in doing whatever I'm doing, a lot of it I do is learning about our mind. And what I love is like Mogadat is the person that I love. He's a motivational speaker. He used to work for Google X. He wrote a book, Solve for Happiness. And he talks about that our thoughts are not who we are. Our thoughts come into our head and they're just there. And what we have to do, like they always say, like monks, like you just acknowledge the thought and let it go. You can't. So you can acknowledge the thought and say, I hear you. But what I usually do, and what Mogadat actually tells his audience, acknowledge it and say, you know what? You're not really serving me right now. I'm not going to go with you. You go over there and I'm going to go over there. And I'm going to go over there I'm going to go to breath. Breath is going to center me. Breath is going to bring me some kind of awareness of my body, and that brings me back to home, to myself, to say, what is important? Is it important for me to control this person that I don't know? Or it's for me to important to enjoy the journey and being in this present moment with him and completely like surrender and just let it be. And if it meant to happen, again, it will. And if it's not, there's a quote that I listened to, heard. It says, whatever meant to be in my life will be in my life, no matter what. No matter how much pressure you're going to put or don't put any pressure, it will occur itself. I love that.
You're no longer looking towards the future while he's fucking you. Going,
no, there's
what is this going to be? What
exactly.
is this going to become?
I'm not trying to, but you know what it comes from? It comes from my brainwashing from childhood, where I only knew how to do relationships one way. Right. There was always this escalator relationship build up. You always must build with this person, whoever it is, that is in your parameter, that you think you're going to build something. You're going to build with them the house.
That is your mission.
Yeah, that's a mission. That is all. And I'm trying to break that.
You are working hard at breaking that.
It's so hard because it's ingrained.
Sure.
And there's this want and desire of like, but I can do it. And I'm like, no, it takes two people to do it. And this is not the format of what you used to do. And you're not in a monogamous relationship anymore.
And not every relationship can be that. Because if you were building these huge relationships with everybody you encountered, you would be crazed.
No, it's impossible.
Crazy.
No, I don't want 77 dicks in my mouth. I'm sorry.
I mean, you do still.
69, yes. 77.
77 is just too much.
Yeah,
69 is acceptable.
Yeah.
I love it. So a couple weeks before you went to Naughty in New Orleans, I got invited to a 4th of July party. And I was invited with Ramon, and our friend PD was also there. So this party was different because it was more focused. It was billed as a non-traditional sex party because the focus was not around sex. It was around friendship, spending time with your friends, hanging out. Sex was not at the top of the agenda. They had a group chat going on for a couple weeks prior so everybody can get to know each other, chat. And even when it got a little too sexy, people were like, okay, slow it down. Sex is not the focus.
Wow, I love
Friendship
that.
is the focus. So I thought that was really great. And it was definitely a different way to go in approaching a party. And that's really what it was. I will say there was sex going on. But it was really spending time with our friends and talking and chatting and having a good time and laughing. We got to go swimming, which was very sexy. Just swimming with your partner, engaging in the water, rubbing your butt against their dick in the water. It's just creating that connection and that sexy environment, while you're doing that. So that was like a great way for us to kind of start the evening off. We did some chatting when we got there. There was tons of food. We talked, and then we all went swimming, and that was great. And then we went back upstairs to do some more talking. But it really was just about us spending time. And once in a while, someone would go off and have sex with somebody. Somebody went in a room and gave somebody a blowjob, and there's actually a karaoke machine there. And two of the guys there grabbed the microphones from the karaoke machine, and they started giving play-by-play description of the blowjob that was going on in the bedroom.
I love that.
And I have to say, it was quite hilarious. It was quite hilarious. So yeah, a lot of talking. And then at one point, one of the people there brought out their toy bag. They only brought a few because that was not the focus. And he was kind of more like talking about BDSM and showing people. And Ramon, totally knowing that's my jam, he's like, if you want to use those, you have a volunteer right over here. So of course that person took the opportunity. They were like, really? I was like, of course. I mean, he has slogged me before.
Yeah.
So I totally, we understand each other. He knows what I like. So in front of the whole room of people, I dropped my pants. Wow. So envision this. There's a couch. PD is sitting on the back of the couch.
Wow.
I bend over the couch with my pants around my ankles, and my face is right in PD's crotch.
Did you bit off his crotch?
I mean, listen, That was a great position to be in, right? He was right there, and I was like holding on to his legs. So the person who had the toys had a paddle with a smiley face on it. And he wasted no time. Since we've already been acquainted with each other, there was no warm-up, no nothing.
Straight for the...
He just took that thing and smacked my ass with it. And whew, it was so fucking good. And like I grabbed onto Petey's legs and just like held on to him while he spanked my ass. First, he worked one butt cheek and got a good red going on and a nice little burn. Yes, exactly. And then he started with the next butt cheek, and it was the wind up and the hit. And with one smack, I had a smiley face imprinted on my right butt cheek.
Oh my God, I didn't know that detail.
Oh, yeah. And then, he did some more work on me. And then he took his flogger and he was flogging me in my back. I love when I'm flogged on my back. So flogging is
mostly like a massage, right?
For me,
afterwards.
I mean, it can be painful, but it is, for me, it's very relaxing and it's very massage-like. So when he was flogging my back, it just felt so good, especially after him wailing on my ass like that. So, but still, PD is literally in front of me.
Do you know why I told you? Do you know why I told? Do you know why I asked you if you bit off his dick? Do you remember why?
No.
Remember New Orleans experience with
yes.
hubby?
Ariel
bit his leg.
So, keeping this in mind, so Ramon is taking pictures because he's enjoying the visual because he loves my ass. What can I say? And I am literally, as I'm getting spanked and as I'm getting flogged, I have PD in front of me and I'm like, I wish I could give him a blowjob
oh
right
my God,
now.
yes.
Wow.
But you can't
He's
because
doing
you
this.
just completely...
I could have, but I didn't because I did not have his consent prior to.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know if he was comfortable
with
was
me
there
to
just
support you.
pulling his dick out of his pants and giving him a blowjob while I'm getting spanked.
Well, maybe you should ask him prior to.
I mean, I asked afterwards. I was like, you know what? I really would have loved to do that. And he did seem interested in.
Okay, yeah, because that's very important part, like of boundaries.
Yeah.
In the moment, sometimes we just get hot and heated and whatever, and we're like, boom.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's what I wanted to do. And he's been my partner for almost 6 years now, right? So we're very well acquainted. And like, how much consent do we need between each other at this point? But
that's a different one.
But that was very different.
It's a group setting.
Exactly.
He's shy. He's not up to...
Exactly, right? I didn't want to make him uncomfortable. I didn't want to, go over a boundary, right? So if he was in my house, that would have been totally different than being in like a party setting. So I didn't do it, but I definitely imagined it. Now, after all that, first of all, PD and I had the best makeout session in the other room, but because it was not a sex-centric party, we did restrain ourselves.
Wow.
Yes.
But some people had sex.
They did, but that wasn't the focus, so I wanted to kind of go with that, right? And then Ramon and I were literally, he just held on to me like the entire night and like afterwards gave me aftercare. And it was very like, so sweet. We were sitting together and we were cuddling together and it was just a very connective kind of night. And then when we left and went home and back to Ramon's house, we had some crazy, amazing sex. It was so good because we had been touching each other, swimming with each other, cuddling with each other all fucking night long.
Yeah, you were building.
By then we were ready to explode.
Building, yeah.
So I have to thank my friends who invited us to that party because it was so fucking amazing.
I love building.
When we got home, and it was such a great experience for all of us to kind of share together. So it was a great way to start my summer.
Woohoo. And it's not done yet. And you're going away.
I'm going away, but we'll get to that.
Yes.
I want to hear about your next adventure.
So my next adventure just I reacquainted with one of my old partners who he and I were together for maybe a year, and then just life happened, and we still were connected as friends.
You would
but
talk from time to time,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, like every couple of months, but we would not be in each other's presence for various reasons. I'm not going to go into that. So we actually have seen each other throughout this year, but have not been actually intimately involved. And that's JB. And I've known him for 4 years when I first started to explore open relationship with
He was
hubby.
your first partner, right?
Yeah. He was one of the first people that I actually venture out, and I've explored polyamorous relationship because he also was in a long-term relationship before, and when he met me, he was going into this polyamorous relationship journey 4 months in, and the rest is history. I mean, we're still both committed to it. We're walking the walk, and so we actually got together a couple of weeks ago, and we went. I went to his house before. Big transition. Less is more.
That seems to be the theme.
Practice that to the T, okay? I used to walk into his house when I first met him, and he's gorgeous specimen. Oh, beautiful. I would just strip him and jump on him. That is how it was. Every time. He's like, oh, I know the routine, okay? We're not having dinner. We're going to have dessert first. Okay, great. And this time, it didn't. We went for a walk. He used to work from home, but now he works in the office. And he came and he's like, do you want to go outside? It was a beautiful day. Went to a park. We spent an hour and a half just being by the river and talking.
Reacquainting yourselves a little
like
bit?
talking about what we're doing, how we're doing, who we're doing with, and whatever it is, life, talking, catching up. Life happens, and we didn't have enough time to catch up person to person, and we did. And after that, we went home, and things got heated pretty fast because we were both like building. You
You're
know?
revved up from your walk and
because,
connection. Yeah.
Because we have been talking before, and we've been seeing each other in different places before for the year of. We've not been intimate, so we still find we like each other a lot, but we just didn't have that kind of thing because life happens, whatever. And people come into your life for a season, reason, or a lifetime. And I feel like he and I are in for a lifetime, and no matter what, like before, I would be stressing with him, remember?
Not seeing him enough.
Yeah,
not connecting
I want to see him
enough.
more. He's not connecting, whatever. And then when I let go, things just come back. Like if they meant to be in my life, they always come back. And whatever I don't need, I don't need. More does not mean better.
You don't have to see him every month.
No, I don't want to see him.
You can see him every quarter, every 6 months, and still have a great experience.
We had an amazing experience. We had a tantric sex, literally. Oof. We were so sensual to with each other. We had music, we have candles. He and I are similar this way. Environment is extremely important for us. So we set it up the room, and we just start, kissing gently, touching each other, and just like looking in each other's eyes and breathing. We did breath work because he does yoga. He centered me, and we just flew into it, and we were touching each other's bodies.
Re-exploring.
For a long time, for like maybe 45 minutes.
That's so good.
And hugging and doing the oil massage and just like dancing, like in and out, and just like, being present in the moment, and then gradually going into it. Like he went down on me, like he might show that I orgasmed, and then, like gradually I went down on him. So it was just like, it was a dance. And then he went down on me again. Maybe not, maybe with his, I don't remember exactly. I think he did fingers, whatever, the second time. But it was great. It was just like so sensual and build up. And then we had an amazing connection, and we were just in each other's presence. What I call why I say tantric sex, because for me, it's a centering of all the 7 chakras, and we all in it, breathing deeply and connecting not only through our eyes, our body, soul, and mind. So we did all that. We did the body. We started with our mind, right? In the beginning, when we went for a walk and we're talking about stuff that is important to both of us. That's something that is important for me. As a sapiosexual goddess, you have to get it to my head. And then build on that and then bring that home and just drive with that and build on safety and touch and care and love, like, why not say it? Love. After 4 years, there's definitely, there's feelings. There's some kind of feelings. Maybe we're not going to say it to each other.
There's a connection.
Before, when I was with him, I wanted to see him every month. I want to tell him I love him. Blah, 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 blah. I wanted to have no.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Things does not happen the way Pinky wants. And Pinky wants a lot.
Pinky wants it all.
And Pinky wants often. Mm-hmm. Can she handle it? No. Even in her head, you want this and that and the other. How are you all going to manage that?
There's no way you can manage everything you really want.
No. It's just an impossible mission. Why would I do, 007? I don't need that.
You would be going crazy.
Yeah. So that was great. And we touched base after that, hello, goodbye, maybe last week. And he's away this week or whatever. And it's just great. It's just okay, you do your thing. I'm going to do my thing. And maybe we'll see each other sometime later. I don't have this. But you know what it came from? It came from having stability with my husband and Osprey. And I'm polysaturated, literally. I am so saturated that I am content on what's happening.
So I think what you're learning is if you have these strong foundations of one or two partners, it's okay for you to have these other partners that aren't the same kind of relationship.
Yes.
And I think in the past, you wanted that same relationship with everybody.
Yes.
And
it's impossible.
Not everybody can deliver that.
No, they don't want to deliver. They're like, you have a husband. Why would I want to deliver that?
Right. Or two, you really can't handle all of that. Right. So I think that is something I've seen you learn over the past year or so.
Yeah, but it's not good. It's not healthy for me. It's not healthy for anybody to be with me when I'm spinning all the time.
Correct.
It's not good. It's not good for you. And
it's not good for me either.
And I drive you crazy.
Right.
It's not good, and now I'm not sure, we've reconnected with Sensual Warrior. And I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. I'm hoping it's going to go somewhere, but it's going to go in a different way. If it's going to go anywhere. In the way, not to say I'm controlling. I released control from my relationship with him.
So can we just pedal back a second? Sensual Warrior is somebody that you had a relationship with for a while, right? 18 months, right?
Yeah.
And then you decided to end the relationship.
Yes.
And he has been working very hard to get back into your good graces.
Yes, he did. And he's been showing up as he's never done before. And I've told him that. And I always say, actions speak louder than words.
So Pinky's not a wham bam thank you ma'am kind of girl. Right? You do not feel good if you feel like somebody's just coming just for the sex.
Right. And I would stop you saying that in terms of that because I feel like there's more to it. But sometimes people I need to teach you what I need from you. I need to tell you what I want from you. And maybe our path is not meant to be walk together, and it's totally okay.
Maybe he can't give you what you want.
Yes. Right. I have no idea. Time will tell. I literally want to concentrate on people that are actually practicing polyamorous relationship. Just like when you said, when I always said to you, oh, I met this guy and he never heard of that. And you're like, oh my God. You're gonna
warning.
Exactly. Project.
You don't need a project.
Why are you taking another fucking project?
Yep.
You have so many fucking projects. And I couldn't understand before.
Yes.
And now I understand because literally, I was away just now, and it was another person. I'm going to talk about
We'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But people come to me because they feel the aura, I guess, and they approach me, and I'm like, not interested. I am not interested in that. Like, I am so saturated. And I love that, being saturated with what I have, and remember that it's quality over quantity.
Yes.
And I don't want to sound like, oh my God, I'm all that. No, it's a lot of fucking work.
It is.
When I have this anxiety that's coming up, I have to think about it like, does it serve me? Does it make me happy? Of trying to force somebody to do something they don't want. So what I decided is to let go. I've let go of Central Warrior, and he wants to be in my presence. Yes, but now there's clear expectations. And I don't want it to say like, he does not have to do any of that. He does not have to do it only if he wants to. And I think he does. And some of it will come into fruition and some of it will not, because he's a human, right? And that's when I have to decide, like, how much do I actually want from this relationship? Does it feed me? You always say that. I love that. How did it make you feel when he left?
Yes.
Did it feed you? Did it make you feel good, or did it make you feel bad? If it makes you feel bad,
it's not meant to be
in it.
Nope.
You know? So, and that time will tell. And I'm not trying to put anybody down. And like, no. He has amazing qualities.
He's great. He really is great.
He has good qualities. He's a good man. He's a good man. We'll see if he's a man for me or not. And it's the path. Polyamorous relationship is not something I've learned. Something you do because it's a good weather outside. You know, right now it's a really good weather outside. I'm gonna do it. And then the winter comes, I'm gonna stop. I live, breathe, and do it. And I want to be surrounded with people that actually live, breathe, and do it. And it's okay if you learning. Totally okay. If you want to walk this walk, walk with me. But if you want to walk another walk, go and walk another walk. Don't walk with me. Go and find somebody who would want to give you what you want.
Yes. And I mean, you keep talking about quality over quantity. And that's really the mantra that I've been living. Everybody knows I have my circle.
I love that.
And
I'm so happy for you.
5 wonderful men in my circle who I've gotten to know over the past 6.5 years. And I have to say, I had 5 days over the summer, 5 consecutive days.
Whoa.
Where 4 out of the 5 came to me.
Oh my God.
And oh my God, that was like the best week ever.
You got to talk about Cricket.
So Cricket was one of them. And Cricket and I don't get to see each other nearly as much as he and I would like.
When was the last time you saw him?
It
was a while
5
ago.
months ago, I think.
That is a while ago.
Yeah. So Cricket came, PD came, Anthony came,
Yes.
and Ramon came. The only one missing was Nick. And Nick and I had an adventure probably 3-4 weeks ago where we just had our time together. We went to the beach. We spent the night together. It was a great, great experience for him and I. So with Nick and I, it's always an activity. And then...
Sounds like me.
Yes, he's like you. He's always like, okay, what are we going to do? And then we're going to fuck, right? But I have to say, having all 4 of them here within 5 days, I don't want to call it an experiment because it was an experiment, but it was very interesting to see. And it was so apparent about how different each one of them are.
I love that.
The different connections I have with each one of them and the value that each one of them bring into my worlds. I mean, you mentioned Cricket and how he and I don't get to see each other as often, but it is so amazing how as soon as he walks through the door, that passion he and I have for each other is ignited just as if I saw him the day before.
My pussy is on fire right now.
Like, we cannot, as soon as he walks the door, there's no chit chat. There's nothing. We need to be touching each other. We need to be kissing each other. We need to be rubbing our hands all over each other's body because that fire is going to, I don't know, does fire explode? I don't know. We just are going to explode. part of it is because we keep in contact, right? He started something new now where we're not just texting. We were always really, the best way to communicate with each other was always text because of his schedule, my schedule. But we have actually found that early mornings, we both have time.
Oh, nice.
So we started having early morning phone calls.
Oh my God, I love that.
So while we can't see each other a lot of times because of his schedule and my schedule being difficult to align, because I have to pre-plan.
Yeah.
Babysitter, 4 other partners, right? Like my schedule is busy. So I need to pre-plan because of his life and his career. He can't really pre-plan. Like today he could be here and overnight he could get a phone call from like another time zone. Oh, there's an opportunity for you here. You have to fly here tomorrow. So it makes it very difficult for us to plan. But with that being said, it is amazing how connected he and I stay and how fucking passionate we are for each other in those moments when we're together. And the only way I can explain it is literally as if we had just seen each other. There is no awkwardness. There's no apprehension. We know each other. Like, we just know each other. We know what each other wants. We know what each other likes. I mean, we've known each other for almost 7 years at this point, right? So we've known each other a long time and spend a lot of time together, but it's just not as often as we would like. But it is still as magnetic and crazy as if we did see each other regularly.
I am on fire right now because the way you speak of him, it's such a delicious relationship that I feel like anybody who cannot understand or wrap their head around how is it possible with one woman caring and being with men, multiple men. And you just said it exactly what I always say. There's no comparison.
Nope.
Each relationship is unique to each and every person who you're with. Whatever my relationship with you will never be the same with anybody else, even though you're the same person. But the other person is different from me. And the energy that they bring, we all have energy. And how do you show up with this person? What comes up for you when you actually look at their eyes? And you definitely look at each other's eyes sometimes now.
Once in a while.
Okay. So he's the same way as you are?
Oh no, like if I open my eye ever so slightly, he's like staring me like right in the eyeballs. Like he is
You have to work on that, babe.
staring at me so intently, and just the way like he kisses every inch of my face.
I know those kisses. Yeah.
Right?
Thirsty. Yeah.
It's just so
much passion.
Good. So much passion. Like if I did not leave scratches on that man's back, I would be shocked because I was just grabbing onto him because when you don't see somebody for 5 months that you have that connection with,
I can't imagine.
It's like you do not want to let them go.
Imagine. I'm like suffering right now because I haven't seen Osprey for the last 3 weeks, and it's another 2 more weeks.
You're almost there.
And it's so hard, and I'm like pushing down this like, it's okay. But he shows up. He validates my need. But I told him at least once a week, send me a heart emoji or send me a picture. And he does. He's so like, important. He's completely involved with his family and he's in West Coast and he's enjoying himself. Love it. But just for me to see him, like last time he sent me a full moon because we talked about it. He put it right between 2 trees. Fuck. How did you do this? I want to know.
Perfect picture. So think of that passion and connection that you have with Osprey and only getting to see him every imagine. 3 to 5 months.
I can't. No. That's unacceptable.
What would happen?
We see each other
when
every
you were
week.
Finally in each other's presence.
When he comes back now, oof.
Right, exactly.
I'm telling you, like, you need 2 days. We need 2 days to recover after 5 weeks. That's it. You owe me 2 days.
Yes. So that's what's going to happen. That's
it is going to happen because I'm going to put my foot down. I'm like,
but that's what happens with me and him.
I know.
Now, I have to say, during those 5 days with my 4 men, I had some of the best sex of my lifetime. And I don't know if it's just because we've all been together so long now that we know each other and understand each other and have built those relationships together, and the consistency and the, it's just like literally, oh, you heard me in PD.
Yes.
Was I not fucking roaring?
Yes.
Oh my God. Like, that was some of the best sex I've ever had in my life that night. It was just so good. And it's like, at my age, to be having the best sex of my life is unbelievable.
Well, any woman can't. You just have to tap into your inner self and believe that you deserve that, basically. Because before, I would always say, you know, like when I couldn't, because of the situation, I was in a monogamous relationship, you know, like, and I would go horny everywhere. And the man looking at me, and I'm like, I can't cheat, can't.
But now you
Fucking
can.
horny as fuck. I would come home and I would rip my pussy out. Like, I would take the vibrator and I would kill it.
Oh my God.
Kill it. I couldn't walk, you know, but it didn't help. The feeling is still there, the emptiness. So why are we doing this to each other? Like, what? Just do your fucking thing. You want to fuck 5 women?
So now you're free.
I want the world to be free. I want every woman and man to understand that religion, and I'm going to speak how do you say it?
Generally?
Generally, right. Not to poo-poo any religion. I come from a very religious household. You come from a religious household.
No.
Who we are is because of that household, you know, but there's so much more if you actually just accept that, yes, we need some kind of structure, but that was too strict and too limited. So that's why I was suffocating in my relationship, because of who I am. Not to say that I'm poo-pooing all monogamous relationship. There are
that's
couples.
for you, great.
There are couples who thrive, love it, enjoy it. It was never working for me because we had different libidos.
Oh, I always had different libidos.
We
from
had
my
different
partner,
most
from
of the
people I
time.
was
We're
in a
gonna bring
relationship
Dr. Stephanie. She's gonna talk about different libidos. Highly, highly recommend for people to check it out and see, like, maybe there's something else out there that can be more, I don't know.
So while I did not grow up in a religious household, I grew up in the girl power household, right? My mom was like, you're going to go out there. You're going to take on the world. You're going to be successful. You don't need a man, whatever. However, she was very, 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 very monogamous, right?
She is
Very, very monogamous. I even mentioned it to her one time. I was like, why don't you two just agree to go get a boyfriend and girlfriend? And she's like, however, she does know that I'm non-monogamous. So we had a funny situation happen a couple of days ago. And my daughter was talking to my mom. And the day before, my daughter and I were watching something on TV. And I said, ooh, that guy has a really nice voice. Well, she was like in a panic because she knows Ramon as my boyfriend, right? He's around all the time. We travel together. We do a lot of stuff with her. He's building a relationship with her, not just me. While my other partners do have relationships with her, he by far sees her way more than the others. And he's around, right? Way more than the others. So she sees him as my boyfriend. So we were at my mom's house and she goes, Grandma, Mom said so-and-so had a nice voice on TV. She goes, I'm worried she's cheating on Ramon. And my mom, without missing a beat, went, oh, honey, I don't think it's possible for your mom to cheat on Ramon. That's not a thing that would happen in their relationship.
Oh my God, I love your mom.
In that moment, I just wanted to take my mom and squeeze her for so many reasons. One, she just made not a big deal out of it with my kid. But two, it was in that moment that I felt like she truly understood my world and was accepting of it.
Validation.
Oh
my God.
It was so great. So while it's probably not the life she would have expected me to lead when she was raising me to be a strong, independent woman, right? Solo poly was never in her vocabulary, right? But the fact that she gets it and is accepting of it in that moment was just so amazing.
She loves you for who you are. She's not trying to change you.
Exactly.
My whole family before, like, were always trying to change me. Like, no matter what kind of relationship I was in, why don't you just do this? And I'm like, why are you getting into my life? I don't get into your life. I don't tell you who you should be doing with what. Why? It was so disrespectful. No boundaries.
Right?
My family has no boundaries.
Right? My family has a lot of boundaries.
Zero boundaries.
My mother.
They'll just cross over like, and nothing like nothing. I'm like, did you just say that? Why would you not understand that in the world we live in now, we don't live in the world we live on before when we came from another country. It does not exist anymore.
Right.
You got to get with the program. You know, it's funny how always in the world that I live at, they always say that different cultures has different distance between each other's comfort. You know, like there's some cultures like they right in your face. You know, and some cultures like
it's like there's a big bubble around you.
Like there's more than like.
Yes.
Like the hand extends to the hand.
Your arm and my arm distance
combined
away.
is the distance, you know? And in some cultures, like right in your face with spit going in. I'm like, whoa, I don't feel comfortable with spit on my face. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So I want to talk about last weekend's. We had a great time.
Yeah, we did.
So last weekend, and there's an episode coming up of the Three Shades segment with you, me, and Anthony, and we had PD on as a special guest, so stay tuned. But all getting together to record that, what does that mean? We got to spend some time together, which the four of us haven't gotten to do this summer, in all honesty, which we usually do, right? So it was our time to hang out and spend time together. And we went out to dinner.
Beautiful.
And then we did a bonfire in the backyard.
Whose idea was it?
It was Miss Pinky's idea.
Yeah.
And I think she was surprised that I was on board.
Yeah, I was so surprised. I was like, hubby, do you think she'll go for it? He's like, just ask her. I'm like, can you ask her? No. Okay. Yeah. And when you said yes, I was like, almost like flew over the moon and just.
You were so happy.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, it's going to happen.
And then we put in a plan of attack where we were going to find wood and all that kind of stuff.
It was beautifully implemented.
It was great. It was so good. So after dinner, we built said bonfire. And the four of us kind of just sat around.
It was so beautiful.
It was so nice.
Therapeutic. Isn't that therapeutic?
It was therapeutic. There was a little bit of a bite in the air. So it was like such the perfect place. Pinky made sure that it was super dark. She turned out all the lights in the backyard.
That was funny when you were freaking out. How are we going to go back home? I'm like,
how are we going to get back to the house?
Find your way. Your eyes are going to get used to the darkness.
I was like, the fire is going to go out. We're not going to be able to see how to get back. I mean, we all have flashlights on our phones, but whatever. But it was just such a nice, quiet moment for us to sit there and relax together.
Yeah, it was delicious. And then afterwards, it was delicious too.
Oh my God, it was so delicious. I don't know. Who started it? Was it me shoving my hand down PD's pants?
I think you're the one who started it.
I may have started it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I can't resist when he's sitting that close to me.
I know. And then we both went down.
And it was so sexy just being in front of that fire.
Yeah.
So I had my hand in PD's pants. And then I think you shoved your hand in Anthony's pants.
Yes, I did. I just couldn't resist. I was like, I got to get there. I want to do this.
It was so good. Yeah. And then I ended up giving PD a blowjob by the bonfire.
Well, me too. Both of us.
Yeah, you gave Anthony a blowjob.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I leaned down.
And then I think I took PD by the cock and let him into the house.
Oh my God. You didn't need light for that. You didn't need no fucking light for that. You knew where were you going.
I was like, come on.
Jesus.
Right into my bedroom.
Perfect.
So he and I both get naked and we're about, to continue what we started outside. And Anthony walked into the bedroom. And I don't even know if you know this. I said, excuse me, sir. You can't be in here. I'm naked. He's like, really?
Yeah, I remember that. That was crazy.
So while he was in the room, PD and I started kissing, just waiting for Anthony, because Anthony had stayed here the night before, so all of his stuff was in my bedroom. So Anthony's pulling all his stuff together, and before he walked out, he started massaging my clit while I was kissing PD, and I literally grabbed him by the wrist and said, I don't think you should be going anywhere. He did leave. But in that moment...
He was coming to me.
He was coming to you. I know. I couldn't have it all. I mean, Ava wants more, but I do share.
I love it. Thank you.
It was just so delicious. And then I said it before on a pajama party. I will say it again. PD and I had the best sex we have ever had. It just keeps getting better and better. Like recently, every time I have sex with him, I'm like, that's the best sex we ever had. I'm like, we keep getting better and better and better.
Yeah, the same
at
thing
that.
with me with him.
It's so crazy.
Because he's showing up in a different world. Like he's showing up as a single man, as a poly. He completely accepted that role now.
I think
even though he does not like to name anything, he's fine. He's just like, I'm doing my thing, whatever. But this is what he's doing.
It is. And I think after he tried going monogamous, he has embraced his non-monogamy in a new way.
100%.
And I think he values his relationships in a new way.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't want to speak for him, but I just
came
feel
back
that.
so strong with so many different feelings. Like he doesn't talk, but he shows.
He shows for sure.
And most of the time, I don't need to talk. I don't want to talk. Show.
You? I don't know.
The other person, not me. I always talk. But the other person needs to just show up and deliver. Show up and deliver.
Show up and deliver.
Okay.
But that night was so fucking sexy.
Yeah, it was delicious. I love going down both of them at the same time by the fire.
Oh my God, both of us doing that. Oh my God. We should have switched at one point.
Why didn't we?
I don't know. I think I just grabbed him too quickly and walked him into the house.
What is wrong with you?
What is wrong with me ending the party like that? And do you know, at the same time, I was texting Cricket and he almost came over too. Can you imagine?
I can't believe Cricket.
He was local, seeing another friend of his, and I was like, you two need to come over.
Wow. That would have been the ending of the ending.
I don't know what I would have done with myself with the three of them here at the same time.
Your dream would be coming true.
My dream would be
partially, because you want 4 of them at the same time.
Well, I really want all of them all at the same time.
I don't know if that... Well, let's put it out there.
Let's put it out there.
The universe delivers.
Universe deliver. It's more of a scheduling thing. We have anything else.
You have to ask for it, and then you have to put it in a plan.
I need to put it on the calendar for 2 years from now, and then everybody can build their lives around that one day, and it'll finally happen.
Jesus, 2 years. They don't have to go that far out. Come on. I'll be an old lady by the time it's going to happen.
No. But yeah, oh my God. So fucking good.
All right. So, ready for this? The last one that I've had.
Your most recent adventure.
Fresh.
Like really, you literally are just returning off of this adventure.
Really fresh. So, how can I say it? So I go away every year to...
It's like a retreat.
It's a retreat. It's a yoga retreat. And it's all about centering, loving yourself, accepting yourself as you are. There's workshops, there's yoga classes, 6:30 in the morning. 12 o'clock ecstatic dance or 5 rhythm dance, so you don't want to call it. Then there's afternoon activities outside by the lake. You can paddle, you can kayak, standing paddleboard. How do you like that, motherfucker?
Ooh, nice.
It's so wide that people can actually do yoga on it.
Oh my gosh. Talk about balance.
It's wide. It's so wide and light. So beautiful. I love that stuff. So I go there every year for the last 7 years, and I love this place. I call my home. The land itself has so much history. There's a lot of beauty around. It's nature, nature, nurture, mountains, lake. Love that place. Food. Oh my God. If you go there just for the sake of food, go. Okay. So I don't know why, but I decided to bring Mary Poppins back with me.
Always.
To a place that I would be sleeping in a dorm.
It's a very non-sexual environment.
It's non-sexual environment at all. Yeah. I still prepared because you just never know. I'm traveling. You never know.
You were throwing it out there. And it came back to you.
But I least expected. And so this was my second time going because I went there 2 weeks before. And I didn't see this guy over there throughout the whole time that I was there.
I never even thought about that.
He's not seen me and I've not seen him. He works there now for a couple months. Gorgeous specimen.
I've seen pictures.
So we called him, we pet named him.
I don't know. It's your pet name, not mine.
But we just did it. We just called Stoic Warrior. Okay, so the Stoic, because he. So of course, sapiosexual goddess does not just jump into the bed, right? She has to go and do something, of course.
Even though she wanted to just jump into the bed, she's like,
Well,
"We're gonna go use our brains, motherfucker."
I wanted to, but so we met. Coincidentally, I was in the lobby. I was with a tube. What do you call that? Air
Inner tube.
Inner tube, right?
For the water.
Yeah. When you get yourself in, it's called inner tube. So I'm standing with the inner tube, and he looks at me. He's like, "Oh, you're gonna have fun on the lake," and I'm like, "Oh." I said, "Yes, I will." So somebody gave it to me. Somebody I met, and I was bringing it down. I wasn't planning on using it, but a woman said, "Oh, would you like to have it?" I said, I couldn't say no. Like sometimes just things happen. You just couldn't say no because somebody's offering to you, and she's going to be there. She's an older lady in her 70s. And so I just decided to bring it down for her because it's downhill. So I went down and that's it. I didn't see him again. And then the same day, there's a big cafeteria and he and I are coming together to pick up a tray.
At the same time?
At the same time. And our eyes locked and we're like, whew. And then there's a woman come right in the middle of us because he knows people over there. And she started talking to him. She's not stopped talking to him. And I'm just like trying to decide like, am I moving in the line? I'm waiting for him to like...
I want to talk to him.
I want to talk to him, please. So somehow he got rid of her and then he comes back to me and I just go straight for the jugular. Would you like to have lunch with me?
You've become so bold. I'm so proud of you.
And he did yes. He said, of course, yes. So, of course. So he said yes. So we got outside. We talked for an hour. And then we had an activity we had to go and whatever. And I told him I'm going to be by the lake if you want to come by later. And he did. He came back for an hour and we spent an amazing time connecting with each other in terms of really like bounding in terms of what is important and how he told me. I did not start. He's like, I'm a sapiosexual.
He used that word himself?
He started it.
Ooh,
he said
a man who knows the vocabulary. We love that.
He said sapiosexual. I'm like, motherfucker, you know what that means?
That's like, it. He was in your pants in that moment.
He was totally in there. I was like, oh my God, that is awesome. So we talked about, he was in the military before and he got out of it and he is experimenting with different things right now, moving and doing different things.
He's at a transition point.
He's definitely in a transition point. He's trying to settle down in a new place, new job and new things. And it's nice because people come to this place from all over the world, like literally. I met people coming from Canada, people coming from West Coast. It's just such a spiritual place. And they have places like this everywhere. You know, if you just Google around where you are, yoga places that are more concentrated on healing and community work.
Building of self.
Exactly, yeah.
Can't believe I'm using those words, but anyway.
So he exactly is, can you imagine like somebody who was in the military for 8 years and then being in this environment?
The body.
Yes, he is a body, but also a mind. So he's been using his body most of his life, right? And now he is trying to change that, add to it, and build on it, right? But he's similar to my husband and most of our
PD
men that are calm, centered, know what they want, going, confident, easy to be around with. And that's exactly what he was telling me. He's like, I'm so happy that we met because you're so easy to be around. And I'm like, I'm here to give you joy. Even though I
You gave him a few other things too, but okay.
All right.
Continue.
So I decided to take him to a concert, classical concert in town. So we are, of course, had to bring our chairs because, it's just part of the thing, and my tarp, whatever you want to call it, carpet
Your magic carpet?
My magic carpet that I roll out so you can lay down and just like be whatever. So he's taking the chairs and I'm grabbing one and he's not letting me pick one up. He's like, I'm going to carry both.
He's like, I've got this, girl. Let me use my muscles.
So we had to walk a distance to get to it. Just like, a couple blocks. So he puts one chair under his arm and the other chair, he just rolls over his chair. And that
over his shoulder?
Over his shoulder. And that's when he goes down.
Oof. You broke him and you didn't even touch him.
I didn't do shit. I think he wanted to be a warrior, right? Mm-hmm. Stoic warrior, wanted to present himself. I'm like, I gotta lift weights, I go to the gym. And then he's like, whoa. So, unfortunately, we just got diagnosis. Can you pronounce it, please? Wait, no, let's.
It was the erectile muscle he broke. Now, while Pinky was not clear, he hurt his shoulder. But apparently, you have an erectile muscle in your back. I did not know this.
I did not know that.
Because when she told me he hurt his erectile muscle, I was like, ma'am, I heard from you that he had no problems in the erectile department. And she's like, no, not like that.
Can you imagine we have erectile muscle in your shoulder?
In your shoulder and your back, yeah.
And I've never heard of that before.
So we are very sorry that Warrior hurt his erectile muscle in his shoulder. However, post-concert, it is my understanding that he used the other erectile muscle.
Oh, he
with
did.
You, ma'am.
He did, and he was professional. He went down on me. He made sure that we are happy, even though he was suffering. He was in pain and I could feel it. And all I wanted to do for him to just stop. But, he's a man and he's a warrior and he's stoic.
And he was going to have his moment with you.
So of course, after a while, he just couldn't do whatever he wanted to do with me.
So you took over?
I did.
I know you, Pinky, so well.
I did. I rode him to the dawn. No, I didn't ride him to the dawn, but I rode him multiple times and
there's not a lot of sleep last night.
Make sure that he climaxed, and not to say that he need to climax, but he wanted to, and we made it happen.
Of course.
Some people don't like to be it's not a prayer. It's not a goal. But
for me, it's always a goal. There is no unfinished business in Ava's house.
Yes, I agree with that. But sometimes, like Osprey, he will not climax.
Oh, right. But he will before he leaves.
Before he leaves.
That's me.
So I didn't know what he prefers. And,
yes.
And it was funny because he doesn't know what cherries are, right? So he climaxed and he's inside of me because he's so funny. He's like, I'm average. I'm like, wait, do you know math? Average is 6 inch. You're probably 9. Like, I don't know. And girthy, right. So he's like, maybe 8. I didn't have a measurement, but inside.
It was not average.
But inside it felt like it was coming to my throat. Yeah, and it was funny because I was riding him. He let me. So he was in the back of me, and I was.
Oh, I was
doing it myself.
Where they're just standing there, and you're moving back and forth. That's one of my favorite things.
I love that
do.
because you setting up the pace.
Yes.
And I was doing that, and guess what? Not only Ava wants more. Guess what I did? More. I shoved myself so far in, I screamed.
That's how big he was,
he's
too,
huge,
that he hit the screaming spot.
Yeah, and he's like, babe, relax. I'm not going anywhere. I love that. It's like, oh my God. And while I was riding him on top, I did not go to the knee position for a bit because I was just riding him. He's so big. Like, I don't know.
You had your feet on the bed?
I just had my feet on the bed. And then I rose up one knee and he's like, whoa, you're brave. I was like,
somebody else is a professional.
I know. And I did. I rode him like a champ.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I had some like, moments. A little too much, a little too deep. I can feel you in my eyes. But we managed, and this, I wish we had more time, but we will make more time again, like,
if it's meant to be, it will happen.
And we were actually afterwards, we were engaged and we were talking afterwards, and we wanted to see, he asked me if I want to see, can I see you again? And he doesn't live close by. He lives far distance. So it's going to be occasional.
But you allowed yourself to have that moment yet again, right?
Before I went all the way, what did I do? I texted you his number.
She did.
I told you where he works. And because of that, you were in my fucking head screaming, why didn't you give me his number yet? I'm like, oh my God, what happened? She didn't ask for it.
So Pinky and I have this safety thing we do. If we do meet somebody new and we're going out with them, where we text each other information that we have on them. At a bare minimum, name and phone number, right? We don't always have the last name, but we have a first name and we have a phone number. Once we have a phone number, the police can find them.
Well,
right?
Hubby actually has the app that they can actually look it up, and he can look it up and say if he's real or not.
But I'm sure you did not do that in that moment.
I did text it to Hubby also. Okay. I texted to Hubby right after you. I said, stop. The concert started. I was like, I got to do this right now. I got to let know Hubby. Because he didn't even know I met him. I didn't have a talk to him at all. All Hubby did, I told him specifically what I'm doing, and he just put a heart on.
Go for
that
it.
Is
that
all
was the seal of
he
approval.
Did. And I showed it to him, and he's like, whoa, awesome.
Right. I mean, but with that, I think it's important, that we remind everybody, even though we're out here having crazy adventures and like embracing life, we're still being careful, not only sexually, but safety wise. And, we let people, I will tell somebody new casually that I texted my friend their phone number. So they are also aware.
I did tell him that, and right in the moment I was doing it, and I said to him, Hubby and Ava Moore knows where you are and who you are.
Exactly.
And you know what really sealed for me? I knew where he worked. Yes. That was like, I can trust this place, I can trust, and I can nail you if something goes wrong.
Right. Because even before I met Ramon in the park for the first time, right? I texted you as much information as I had from him before I went to the park, because that was outside of my comfort zone, because I usually meet somebody in public in the coffee shop or dinner or whatever, even when I'm meeting somebody for coffee or dinner. But I remember specifically because I was meeting him in the park, I was like, I must give her this dude's information.
I love that. Safety is an important part, because you don't know people out there. You really don't. You should not do the perimeterally safety precaution before going into a situation that you just don't know what to expect.
So I don't usually engage with couples, but on the one occasion that I met a couple online and I went to go meet them, I was talking to Anthony at the time about, I was a little cautious and whatever. And he's like, turn your notifications on, your location.
Oh my God, yes.
On your phone. And I shared my location with him. So he knew when I got there, where I was, and then he knew when I was driving home. So it's just keeping those things in mind. As much as we're loving having these adventures, we still want to make sure that we're safe in doing so.
Yeah, and Hubby knows where I am always. He has this notification thing.
Yeah.
And I know where he is always also.
Right.
Transparency, 100% to its all degrees of,
It's making everybody comfortable.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, with that, the summer's not over.
No, you have an event.
I do. I have one more event.
I was supposed to go to this one too.
I know you were supposed to join us, but Ramon and I still have the Tantra Festival to go to. Now, I don't know how this happened, because Pinky and Ramon were the ones who wanted to go. Now, Pinky's not going, and Ramon and I are going.
Because they changed locations 3 times, motherfuckers. Yes.
But my point is Ava was not the one who initiated any of this, yet Ava's still the one going with Ramon. But I have to say, and I mentioned this in the last episode, I'm very much looking forward to, one, going away with Ramon, because he and I have not yet been away for 5 days together. So that's going to be an adventure, having that experience together. 2, opening my mind to something new.
I hope it's going to happen.
I hope it's going to happen.
The way it is. Did you get any response from the dude?
Not yet. I'm just still waiting. No matter
They don't know where it's gonna be.
Ramon and I have plan B already figured
Oh,
out. So it's fine.
nice.
Yes, we're still going to spend those 5 days together no matter what.
Oh my God.
I'm also looking forward to going camping with him for 5 days, right? That's something new for me. I have a little bucket list. I mean, I've mentioned it before. I want to go skinny dipping with him in the lake. He's going to bring his...
I had the best sex skinny dipping with Osprey this summer. It was so beautiful.
Good, right?
Yeah, and he was very safe, like, because you don't know, like, what's in the water.
Yeah.
You just don't know. So he didn't come out all the way. He just stayed inside and just, like, did that thing.
Yep.
And then when we came up, that's when he took it out.
Yes.
I was so, like, whoa.
He was professional.
Dude, this is so beautiful because we were in a lake.
Professional.
I would say even for me, like in the sauna or in the chloride water. That's what I'm trying to say.
You still have to worry.
I don't know how. It's not good for our aura.
Yes,
it's not what's happening over there. It does not want no freaking chloride in there.
So whether Ramon and I actually have sex in that water, he is getting off in that water. That is my goal, is to get him off while we're in the water. So that's on the bucket list.
You know, you can take a lube and work your magic.
Don't you worry about it. I've got it all planned in my little imagination here.
There's some water lubes, that'll slide
that's on the agenda. And then he's bringing his massage table, and we're going to give each other massages outside under the stars. All very un-Ava-like. Anyway.
Ava, who are you?
Anyway, our
thank God to him.
Neighbors are going to be like, get these fucking people out of here, because I suspect I'm going to be roaring on a regular.
Oof.
So I'm very much looking forward to closing out my summer.
Keep those eyes open and heart open.
Apparently there's a whole class on eye contact. So
7 chakras align.
Listen. He keeps talking to me about my chakras being aligned, and I said there's one that does not need to be aligned because it's in total alignment, and that's my throat, because I don't think there's anything wrong with my voice. I have no problem saying what I need to say.
Well, no, sometimes...
Anymore.
Oh, sometimes you still have issues.
Yes, once in a while, but a lot better than I used to be.
A huge progress.
So anyway, that's how I'm going to close out the summer. I'm sure Pinky will have some kind of adventure to report on because she's on a roll.
I love it. And always... use protection.
Always stay safe out there, because we can only do what we do when we're safe, right? And we have confidence in each other. So with that, stay tuned for more updates in the future, because like I said, I definitely have another adventure, and I'm sure Pinky's going to have one more or 2 or 3 to report on.
So.
Girl, the way you're going, I have no doubt. Or at least your reunion with Osprey. At a minimum, we're going to hear stories on that.
Cannot wait to rip his clothes off.
So, until next time, my friends, stay salacious.
Thank you, everybody.
See you soon.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to visit our website at 3shadesofgrey.com. That's the number 3shadesofgrey.com, and sign up for updates, exclusive content, and more. Want to keep this vibe going? Follow us on our socials at 3_shadesgrey, at AvaMoore_3shades, and don't forget to check out Pinky and her salacious, soul-stirring poems over at Polly_poet. Until next time, stay salacious.